Friday of the 13th week of Ordinary Time. Habitual Mortifications. Other mortifications, a spirit of mortification. God asks us for sacrifice offered up with love. Mortification is not for the battlefront, where there exists an imminent danger of falling into sin. Mortification belongs rather to the open field of generosity, because it is a matter of knowing how to deprive ourselves of something it would be possible not to deprive ourselves of, and still not offend God. The mortified soul is not the soul that does not offend God, but the soul that loves. St. Paul reminded the first Christians in Corinth that to live like this, with a habitual spirit of mortification, is folly to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. Our love for God moves us to control our imagination and our memory, and to get rid of useless thoughts and memories. It enables us to control our sensitivity, our tendency to have a good time as the foremost reason for being alive. Mortification leads us to overcome our laziness from the moment we get up. It prevents us from allowing our sight and our other senses to wander uncontrolled. It leads us to be sober and temperate in matters of food and drink, and to avoid always giving in to our whims and impulses. It may lead us to practice corporal mortification, although always with the opportune advice received in spiritual direction or in confession. At times we will concentrate on some mortifications rather than others. We will always pay special attention to those mortifications that help us improve in the fulfillment of our duties towards God, in our duties of state, and in living charity better. We may even find it useful to note down some of the mortifications we propose for ourselves, to look over the list sometime during the day, and then to ask our guardian angel for help so that we will actually put them into practice. If we bear in mind the tendency every man and woman has to forget things and to put things off for some later time, we will realize that we need to use the means if we are not just to neglect such resolutions. Those little acts of renunciation throughout the day, many of which we will have foreseen and looked for, bring us close to Christ and constitute a powerful weapon to enable us to acquire, first in one field and then in another, the actual habit of mortification. They are human stratagems that can only be substituted for with difficulty, given our natural tendency to resist the cross and to try to forget about it. The promise Jesus made becomes a reality for the mortified soul. He who loses his life for my sake will find it. This is the way to find him in the middle of the world, in and through our daily work. The friend told his beloved that he should pay him with the amount due for the time he had served him. The beloved took into account the thoughts, desires, tears, dangers, and toil that the friend had suffered for the love of him. Then the beloved added eternal bliss to the account and gave himself as payment to his friend.